Greetings, everybody. Welcome back. This is lesson 2 in our Yangjia Michuan Taiji spear training. We're working on putting together this form. It's a rather short form. We started last time working on just the fixed aspects. One of the real nice things about this form is that you can break it apart into pieces and just use it as little short drills for strengthening, for endurance, and definitely building your stamina and practicing the types of jing specific to this kind of weapon, especially the thrusting and the coiling and some of the striking kind of movements. Just for a quick review, last time we started from a ready position here. We're going to add a little bit to the beginning and then moving forward to the bit that we did. But starting from this position here, remember the hand should be on the hip here, arms loose, elbows hanging down, and I'm going to have 3 basic movements, the kai, ho, and fa. And we have that from both the rear leg and the front leg. So it's spiral up, spiral down, and it could be a front leg thrust or spiral up, spiral down, rear leg thrust and back. Couple of important points to remember is that when we are coiling up and bringing the spear close to the body here, that's coming to just a fist from your chest. So it shouldn't be far away, and you don't want to strike your chest either. Now you're really extending, getting a good coil, but don't get really taut. Don't stick your hip out and arch your back. Keep good verticality. Maintain all your proper good body mechanics. So from here, starting with my coccyx down, with my getaway room, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3 for 1 set. Then it's going to be 1, 2, 3 from the front leg, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. And then from there, we're going to start the next bit. So that's a quick review. The form itself, if you're outside or like here, I have a 2-story ceiling, starts with spear by your side and then lifting it up, raising it up over, and then lowering it down. Even here with the lights, it's a little tricky for me to do that. I'm going to skip that part for now because for most people, it's not very convenient. And, unless you have a tall ceiling or outside, you really can't practice it. So we're going to start with just adding a little bit, and that's going to be here. We're going to come back into this tiao, the springing up. This movement has practical application. You can imagine if you're facing a spearman or somebody with a sword, I can use that tiao to flick and knock a weapon aside. So if say someone was trying to strike me with a spear from the side, maybe my spear is low for some reason, maybe I thrust low, I can hit and knock it offline. From there, I can come back with a strike or a thrust to the body. I can also use it, of course, to, even if it's really low like this, come up and strike to the hands of a swordsman. So it's useful. Not as quite as useful as the other coiling movements, but definitely quite useful, all right? So if we're going to start that movement, we want to always nice and relaxed. Remember to keep your elbows hanging down. Extend a little bit the line of your arms, and the spear should be nice and straight, so I don't want it hanging down. I'm not up like this, it should be straight. And remember, we talked about last time, when you're in a thrust, you have your elbows really hanging down like this so that you don't overextend. If you leave your elbow up, it's a lot of pull, a lot of thrust with the spear. When that goes out, if your elbow's up, shoulder's not really kind of seated down, there's a tendency to overextend. It's a problem almost every beginner runs into, especially if you're not being careful about that, is that overextension. Hurt the elbow or the shoulder, you got to take some time off of practice. So really start slow, make sure you're doing that. And here we have that same position. When I extend and open up, just a very gentle elongation of the arms and shoulders. Don't shove them out, don't make it tense. Just nice and springy like this, getting that alignment. Feet are together, toes together. I'm going to step back. With my right leg here is a spring back, because my right hand, of course, is at the rear of the spear. Left hand is in front of that. And I'm going to step back, fight, and get that spring. I want to make sure I keep my getaway room. My weight is primarily on my rear leg. My front heel is up, and I'm 80-20 stance. And from here, I can very quickly bring out any movement I like. So again, if we try that again, It's nice and loose, eyes and head up. So remember, we're going to step back on the right. Should do both sides, but here for the sake of brevity, I'm going to work really just on the right side today. I have my feet together. Going to step back with my right. So my right hand's at the base of the spear. Left hand's in front of that. Both hands are a little bit, not up, but not from the side. Take 3/4 of the way around. Extend a little bit, just a gentle extension, elongation of the arms. I'm looking at the tip of my spear and twait. Step back. And you see my front heel is up. The tip is right on the throat level, and I'm looking at the tip of my spear. Let's do that one more time. All right, and you don't have to do it with power at first. Just get used to the movements, right? Relax. Of course, breathing in Dantian. Get that gentle elongation of the arms. Look at the spear tip and twait. The back and ready. Notice here too, my elbow is not locked out. It's crooked there. Let's just take a look at it from the other side a couple times. So we're here, extending, open up, let loose, let the coccyx be dropped. Nice full breaths in Dantian. Oh, and tight. Remember, and again here, as we talked about last lesson, that's on my hip. It's not behind my hip, right? So my rear hand is by my hip. Okay, one more time. Simple movement, the tiao springing up. Ready? Oh, fang song, relax. And tight. Okay, and now from this ready position here, we're always going to do some number of sets of movement. So I'm going to do today 3. If I'm training for something, or if I want to really work on my endurance and power, I often do sets of 5, 7, or 9. Usually 9 can go take me all across, back and forth across the Wuguan's garden. That's a good number. If you're really putting power into it, you're going to really get that burn doing sets of 9. For the sake of brevity, and also because of how much I can really just fit in this space here, I'm going to do sets of 3. So the form's going to start with 3 times the Kai Ho Fa with the thrust in the rear leg, then right away without pause, 3 times through the Kai Ho Fa from the front leg, and then it's going to start the walking forward. So I'm going to do it just up to the beginning of that walking forward here. So you can see, should be review, just with the addition of this tiao. So eyes and head are up, relax, extend, look at the tip of your spear, nice and loose, and twait. Then 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and then forward 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. And now from here, we're going to add the walking forward 1, 2, 3. Okay, and for that, I'm going to have to switch to a shorter spear just so I can fit it in. All right, so if I did 3 in place, first thrusting from the rear leg, then again 3 in place, thrusting from the front leg, then I'm going to do 3 steps forward, right? That's the usual way to do it. Obviously, you could add a little bit more if your space was short and you wanted to do a little bit more. You could do 9 or whatever in place, just 3, 4, or 5, whatever will fit, and then do it, back again. But generally speaking, the rule is however many you do of one, you do of the rest, okay? So let's go here. We're gonna go through it. Actually, come from this side, nice and slow to demo it for you at first. You probably noticed that I've switched to a shaft with a spear tip on it. This is, of course, significantly shorter than the other spears that I have. The interesting thing, and I recommend this for people once they've developed their training some, is that adding that spear tip, you can get these pretty much anywhere, they're easy to find online, makes this much shorter one. This is a 7 or 8 foot shaft with the tip added. Adding that spear makes it as difficult, in some ways maybe more difficult, than the longer, heavier spears are about the same because it pulls really differently. So that's very realistic kind of training. You find at the end of the thrust, for example, it's more difficult to keep it nice and solid. So if you don't have very much space, once you've built up your strength and your endurance, think about adding this spear tip, and you have them, of course, with the blunt ones, so it's safer. Of course, it's still not 100% safe. You hit something that's going to really hurt somebody, be very careful. In fact, I would not suggest sparring with these at all. Okay, so let's just take a look at the form overall. Keep it slow and smooth. Opening up, just that nice extension, and tway. And 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. Thrusting the back leg. 3, 3, 3. Now from the front leg. 3, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. Now from here we're going to go forward. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. Then in place one time. 1, 2, 3 with a rear leg thrust. All right. Let's have to take a look at that one more time. Nice. Everything nice and loose. Remember, if I'm going to step back with my right leg, really in your home practice, make sure you do both sides. Again, just for brevity's sake, we're going to just work on the right side today, but just reverse both to the mirror image. If I'm going to step back with my right leg, my right hand is at the base of the spear. Extend it so that the shaft and the arms are in the same line. Don't tilt it up or let it drop down. Get that gentle elongation of the arms and stepping back with the right leg. And then kai, ho, fa. 1, 2, 3 from the back leg. And then 1, 2, 3 from the front leg. And then 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. And then 1 in place. 1, 2, 3. With that thrust and rear leg. Okay. They're going to do the same movements. So the basic movements are this kai ho fa, the open, seize, and release. All right. We did those fixed with the thrust from the rear leg. Then we repeated the movements, but with the thrust from the front leg. And now to move forward, we're going to have a thrust from the front leg. And to make it fit, I'm going to have to do it without a spear. Let's just break down those movements. So here, if I've just finished my fixed position, so I went 1, 2, 3, and I'm on my front leg. You'll recall from the previous lesson, ball of the foot is right on line with my ankle there. So ball of the foot in line with the ankle, and I've just delivered my thrust, and those elbows are really kind of cranked down a little bit, so my shoulders lined up. And I had a nice spiral up for that movement. Then I'm going to spiral down, and as I do, I'm going to corkscrew into my left leg, turning my waist. 1. Then I'm going to step up, sink, spiral down 2, shift, spiral up 3. So that would be the first repetition of 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 2, 3. And you can see why I have to do it without a spear in my hand. All right, let's look at that again. Same movements, same kai ho fa, just stepping with each one of those movements. So again, you have to imagine I have a spear in my hand here, but 1. All right, my elbows are down. Very important. Ball of the foot's on line with the ankle. And then spiraling down. 1. That's my kai open. 2. Spiral down more. Coil in. 2. Shift. 3. Elbows down. And that was a spring up. Ball of the foot again is on line with the ankle. Spiral down, stepping across. So as I spiral down, my right foot's going to advance, toe out to the side. And the spear should be just this distance from my chest. 1, 2, turning the waist inward, right? Spiraling down. And that's your seize, sink, spiral up for your thrust, your fa. And then one more time, kai, ho, fa. And again, very important, the ball of the foot's on line with the ankle, so you make that quick shift. Okay, one more time without the spear, then we'll put it in looking at it from different angles. So I've just thrust from my front leg. Remember, we had 3 repetitions. If I'm going to do 3, 3, and 3 forward, could be any number. 3 is just for convenience sake here. So I have to have my 1, 2, 3 back, 1, 2, 3 back, 1, 2, 3 back, thrusting from the front, rear leg, repeating that from the front leg. So kai ho fa, kai ho fa, kai ho fa. So as I get that last one, boom, I'm here, and I'm going to start my walking forward. So it's kai ho fa, kai ho fa, and then once more, kai, ho, and fa. Release, all right? And then it's going to be one time in place, kai, ho, fa, before we do the reverse. That will be the next lesson, all right? So let's do it by the numbers. I'm going to do it different angles so you can see how I'm moving, kind of really break it down for you. Just remember that for each movement, as you're walking forward, for each one of the kai, ho, and fa, there's a step, all right? So let's put the whole thing together. And this one, I'm not going to worry about flow. I want you to pick up on the details. So I'm nice and extended here, opened up, breathing in dantian, of course, toes together, eyes and head up. I'm going to step back with my right leg, so my right hand's at the base of the spear, and twit. Tip is right on line, just at my throat level. Then it's going to spiral up. One, spiral down, and up. One, two, two, three, three, two, three. Now off the front leg. One, two, come from that front leg. Two, two, three, three, two, three. Now going forward. One, two, three, two, two, three, three, two, three. Then step back. One, two, three. And that's what we got for today, this lesson. Let's take a look from the other side. Ready? Now, eyes and head are up. I'm going to go right to my diagonal there. Nice and loose. Breathing in dantian. Stepping back with the right leg. Everything nice and lined up. And twit. And it's spiral up. Remember here, the spear is just a fist from your chest here. One. Spiral down. Two. Spiral up. Three. Two. Two. Three. Three. Two. Three. Now thrust off the front leg. One. Two. Three. Two. Two. Three. Three. Two. Three. Now from this position, ball the foot on line with my ankle. Step forward. One. Spiral down. Two. Three. Two. Two. Three. Three. Two. Three. And then back. Step back. One. In place. Two. Three. That's where we are for today. Let's look at it again from the other diagonal. Remember, each movement, you take a step forward. Ready? I'll do this one a little bit more coming towards you. All right, a little less of an angle. Eyes and head up. Get that extension. And twit. And kai, ho, fa. Kai, ho, fa. Kai, ho, fa. Now front leg. Kai, ho, fa. Kai, ho, fa. Kai, ho, fa. Now forward. Kai, ho, fa. One, two, three. Two, two, three. Three, two, three. Step back. One, two, three. That's it. Let's again take it. The other angle here, coming pretty much right at you. I think the trickiest step here is when you do that first movement after your thrust, that for the first kai movement after moving forward is to get this. So that foot, that step, ball the foot's in line with your ankle, and as you're spiraling down, it's going to step forward, toe out. So when you're thrust here, you're here, just take that away for a moment, you're here, spiral down, step. No, it's step, 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 step. Okay? All right, so coming pretty much right at the camera here. That's a metal tip, so I'm being careful how I put it on the floor there. All right, remember here, just a slight extension. My arms and the spear are on the same line, so it's not dropped down, it's not lifted up. I'm moving the right side here, so I'm stepping back with the right hand's at the base. So I'm going to remind you the details a bunch of times. Nice and relaxed. Breathing in dantian, and stepping back. And then kai, ho, fa. Kai, ho, fa. ho, fa. That's our first set of reps. 1, 2. Now from the front leg. 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Now forward. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Then a step back. Kai, ho, fa from the rear leg. All right, let's do one almost over the shoulder. Sometimes it's easier to follow the footwork that way, right? Then I have to go this way. I may have to pull the last one so I don't put it through the window there. That'd be bad, all right? So, toes together. Yeah, definitely gonna have to pull it, I think, here. Eyes and head are up, relax. Oh, Fang Sung. Always good to take a moment to Fang Sung, let loose. Look at the tip of your spear, stepping back with the right leg, and toi. Front heel is up. Kai, ho, fa. 1, 2, 3 reps. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3 reps. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and then step back. 1, 2, 3. How's that? And one more time. Then we'll see. Ready? Eyes and head are up. Get that little extension. And stepping back. Wait. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Front leg. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Stepping. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. So what we got so far, and what we'll add to, is we're using these Kai-Ho file movements, varying from the front leg and back leg. So first we have the rear leg thrust in place. We have the same Kai-Ho file with a front leg thrust in place. Then from that thrust, we move forward, same number of repetitions, Kai-Ho fa, and then 1 step back and 1 in place with a thrust in the rear leg. Then we'll work on how to step to the rear. Okay, I hope this is really useful for your practice. I found it to be priceless, a real great treasure for improving my endurance, stamina, power training. It's essential, I would say. It's something that's missing from a lot of people's Taiji training practice is this strength training, but this is a traditional part of all of our work. So until next time, everybody, stay strong. 再见.